What our goal is for solving for each of these, solving for x, is if we can get both sides to have the same base, then it's going to be really easy to solve the question. If, for example, we start off with that original question that we did before, which was 2 to the x equals 32. We notice 32 is on your powers chart. It's equal to 2 to the 5. And once you get both sides with the same base, it becomes merely an observation. What could x possibly be if 2 to the x equals 2 to the 5? X would have to be 5. So as soon as we get that,
Today's next contest is Name That Tune. If you could please send down to the office a representative for your class, that would be great.
are 4 and 256 on the same powers chart? Yes, they're both on the powers of 4, right? So we can say, I'm going to keep this one as 4 to the x, and 256 is 4 to the power 4. Now, on the right-hand side of the equation, my 4 is in the denominator. If there was a nice way to move that up to the numerator, how could I do that? Negative exponent. And now from observation, what does x have to be? X has to be minus 4. For part B, 27 and 9. Do those numbers happen in the same column of any power? Powers of 3. So we'll change the 27 to 3 cubed. There's still an x after that because it's 27 to the x, and now we can write it as 3 cubed to the x, equals, and 9 is 3 squared, and we would still have the 2x minus 1. So all we did in our first step was get our bases the same on both sides. Now here's where your exponent laws come in. How do we do a power to a power? We multiply, so it'll just become 3 to the power 3x. Same thing here. How do we do a power to a power? We'd multiply, and then when we multiply, we'd have to distribute, so this becomes 4x minus 2. Now that we've written both sides as bases of 3, by observation, this 3x has to equal this 4x minus 2. Sometimes when I do something without a mathematical step to both sides, because we haven't learned how to just like ignore the 3's, I'll write a word like so. 3x has to equal 4x minus 2. Move the 2 over to this side, move the 3x over to that side, and voila, x has to equal 2. Three to 6.